This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Gordy Jones, and Scott Cassidy on the camera today at the Wildcat Athletic Center, Piedmont High School. This is the 5A West area runner-up game. It's the Carl Albert Titans versus the Classen School of Event Studies, or more commonly known as Classen SAS Comets. This matchup features the Carl Albert Titans, who come into this game with a record of 24-3 on the season after their loss last night. The Comets have a record of 21-6 after they won in the losers bracket last night. Should be a phenomenal basketball game today.
Yes, sir.
Carl Albert Titans coached by Coach Jay Price. The Classen SAS Comets coached by Coach Kendall Cudjoe. That is a basketball family of royalty in this state, I would say, the Cudjoe family, wouldn't you?
Right. I mean, truly. And we were kind of blessed at Carl Albert. For the Titans, they had a little touch of having Coach Cudjoe, Coach Patrick Cudjoe as well, Coach Kendall Cudjoe's brother. Just a lot of experience with all the Cudjoe coaches across, Oklahoma basketball probably for the last couple of decades, Tracy. I guess I'll go down there, head down there, and try to see if we can get a word with both of the coaches.
All right, so Gordy Jones is going to be headed down to the floor. He's going to do an interview with our two coaches prior to the game. These two teams meeting up for the first time this season. If we look at their records and what they've done to get here in the playoffs, the Carl Albert Titans in regionals, a win over Santa Fe South, a win over Bishop McGuinness, and then a close loss, nail-biter last night to Newcastle. That score was 56-53 for the Classen SAS Comets. Their playoff journey has included a win over Guthrie, a big win, 58-point win. A loss to Midwest City in regionals, 79-58. A win over Noble, 53-42, and now facing the Carl Albert Titans. Gordy, again, making his way down to the floor to interview the two coaches here in the pregame. You'll see the Classen SAS Comets. They have their white shorts on. They'll have the white jerseys on as well. They will be the home team on the scoreboard. Carl Albert in red will be the visitor on the scoreboard. Gordy Jones with Coach Cudjoe. And we are going to cut over to Gordy now here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Gordy, let's see. I think he's with Coach Cudjoe. He's going to start this interview.
All right, Tracy, thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Got the great Coach Kendall Cudjoe. Coach Cudjoe, appreciate your time. Want to thank you so much. Of course, congratulations for making up until this point. Coach, first question. What are you most proud of your team for making it to this point?
I'm really proud of the work we put in this year, starting back in the summer. We set a goal to try to get as deep into the playoffs as we can. We were in a real strong district, finished third in our district, and anybody that makes it to this game, this deep into the playoffs, has put the work in.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. You don't make it this far without being,
Right.
being good and being good at what you do.
Right.
So how do you plan to attack the defense of Carl Albert tonight?
Well, hopefully we're making shots. And that's the easiest way to attack any kind of defense. If the ball is going in, we'll run our system and hopefully that ball is going in tonight.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So is there any specific keys to winning tonight's game?
Just hard work. Whoever wants it the most. Our boys are ready for the challenge. We know we're going up against one of the best teams in the state with a great tradition. So we just have to want it a little bit more than they do.
Well, sir, thank you for your time. We wish you the best of luck today's game.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Kendall.
Okay.
Thanks, Coach. All right.
Gordy Jones interviewing Coach Kendall Cudjoe, the Classen SAS Comets. He's going to make his way down to the bench to interview Coach Jay Price of the Carl Albert Titans. Coach Price head down sitting on the bench, and Gordy Jones now with Coach Price.
All right. Coach Price, thank you for your time. Coach Jay Price here. Coach, what was your message to the team before today's game?
Well, everybody knows what this game's about. Your back's to the wall, and it's one or done tonight. And, we just told our kids, hey, let's go out and play. Let's do what we do. Let's play like we have all year. That's the thing. You got to lay it all out for tonight, and that was our message. Last night doesn't matter. That's over. We can't do anything about it. We got to look at what's in front of us.
Very well said, sir. So, Coach, what do you want to see from your players right from the tip-off tonight?
Well, we need to have a lot of energy right from the beginning and make sure they don't get off to a fast start, make them have to play against our defense and not get easy baskets, but mostly just play confident, play our game, play with a lot of energy and a lot of effort.
Any specific key to winning tonight's game?
It always makes a coach look good when your team's making shots, so hopefully we can make some shots tonight and just defend well. They rebound really well. They got a couple of kids that really hit the glass, and if we box that out, give them one-shot opportunities, I think we'll be in good shape.
Man, we're looking forward to it, Coach. Good luck in this matchup. Thank you so much, Coach.
Thank you, Gordy Jones, and thank you, Coach Kendall Cudjoe and Coach Jay Price for giving us pregame interviews, taking some time out. Coach Cudjoe looked kind of relaxed. Coach Price, he looks a little tense right now, and he's very focused on this game. As we get ready for the national anthem here in just a few moments, well, Gordy's actually back upstairs with us already, so we'll give him an opportunity to get the headset on, catch his breath. He's in pretty good shape. He's not as worn out from the steps as Jordan often is. But, Gordy, I found it kind of interesting. I chuckled to myself a little bit. Coach Cudjoe says the key to the game is his team making shots. Right. It's like the key to the game is to score more points than the other team.
Always,
right? Always.
And then, simple as that.
And then Coach Price starts off by talking about energy and things like that, and then he goes, the key to the game is
making some shots.
Make some shots.
Gotta love it. Tracy, the main thing is, you got my boy Billy Mahan right here. But the key to it is, like you said, it's that simple. Sometimes, you don't want to really get overly aggressive, overly confident. You just got to kind of do what you've been doing all year. And that's just the main thing, Tracy. Both of these teams, you don't make it to this point unless you have a good ball team, unless you know what you're doing. Like Coach said, let's get back to our identity and do what we've been doing the whole season. Get comfortable, make some shots, become more of a finesse team. Do what you can to manage this game in every possession, because every possession will count. Everything matters, especially in a moment like this. Got to hit those free throws, most of all. So if you do get these foul opportunities and these scoring opportunities, try your best to just try to take advantage as best as possible.
All right, folks, we need to thank our sponsors. Our banner sponsor, Whataburger on Douglas Boulevard in Midwest City. Whataburger's new Whata deal has a big flavor for a small price, like the new Big Ranch Wrap. A premium Whata chicken bites or the bacon cheese Whataburger Jr. Try one today. Whataburger on Douglas Boulevard. And our playoff title sponsor. Join Coach Vic and Tony Johnson on Oklahoma high school girls Between the Lines as they deliver thoughtful analysis, in-depth conversations, and meaningful coverage of programs across the state. We're getting ready for the national anthem here. We're going to take a break here from our sponsors on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Bussick, Gordy Jones back at Piedmont. We're here for the 5A area runner-up game. Carl Albert Titans versus the Classen SAS Comets. Our starting lineups brought to you by Precision Nutrition. For all your nutrition needs in one shaker tea, come to Precision Nutrition at 4603 Southeast 29th Street, Suite 105 in Del City. You can order over the phone, call 405-672-0999. Carl Albert is the visitor on the scoreboard. Starting lineup for Carl Albert is 6'1" junior, number 1, Elijah Matthews, 6'2" senior, number 3, Jordan Hawkins, 6'5" junior, number 10, Austin Johnson, 6'2" senior, number 21, Brendan Rogers, and 6'2" senior, number 23, LeBron Arroyo.
Nice.
Starting lineup for the Classen SAS Comets, a junior, number 0, Amante Montague, I believe is the pronunciation. Apologize for that. A senior, number 1, Evan Gunn. A junior, number 2, Josiah Morales. A junior, number 20, Dalen Williamson. And a junior, number 21, Pearson Van Landingham. At your starting lineups, brought to you by Precision Nutrition. And our opening tip, brought to you by the Del City Chamber of Commerce. Del City Chamber of Commerce is the trusted resource for advocacy, education, and engagement to help you improve your business. It is Van Landingham jumping for Classen SAS and Jordan Hawkins, the opening tip for Carl Albert. Our first quarter brought to you by Scrambled. We start this game the way you should start your day for breakfast or brunch.
All right, Tracy, here we go.
Try their chicken and pancakes, deep fried French toast, 1742 Northeast 23rd Street, Suite A, Oklahoma City, 405-900-5972. Scrambled. The Comets with the opening tip. Boom! It's the Bobby Lewis Insurance 3.
Straight out the
just
gate.
like that.
We didn't even get a chance to introduce him yet. Straight out of the gate. Dylan Williamson, number 20, he will be played through this evening. One of the main players, one of probably, if not the star, for Classen SAS tonight. You'll see them play a lot through this young man, of course, using him and Van Landingham down in the post, using their size and strength to try to see if they can keep Carl Albert out of the paint.
Morales called for the first foul of the basketball game. Inbound pass out top to Royal. Rogers sets up the offense for the Titans. Matthews thought about the 3. Closed off, though, was Gunn. Tips the ball away out of bounds. Turnover for Carl Albert.
Already starting off a little bit rough right there for the Titans on that first possession. A lot of matchups that they've seen throughout this season, they haven't had to play Classen SAS a lot this year, Tracy. So Carl Albert's going to really have to adjust to some of this quickness by the Comets defense. Comets are really known to use a lot of their quickness and speed to try to frustrate a lot of the defenses that they face.
They shot the ball very well outside,
no doubt,
against Noble. And there's a turnover for Classen SAS, so a turnover on each team now. But it was the early 3-shot by Classen SAS that put them on the board. Carl Albert not on the board yet with 6:49 to play in the scrambled first period.
Morales is trying to make something happen. So the lead point guard for this team, and you'll see a lot of this young man this evening as well, trying to get his team involved and become more of a distributor. Sometimes can be a really good scorer as well.
Carl Albert being patient, taking their time on offense. Ball is stalling in each hand. Now Royal inside, off the glass, shot no good. Johnson battling for the rebound. It's knocked out of his hands, out of bounds.
Good job. And what the Carl Albert Titans really want to do tonight is try to see if they can utilize the post and use the toughness of LeBron Royal. It's the same thing for Jordan Hawkins.
Hawkins takes the inbound pass. He's fouled on the floor. 2 fouls now in the first minute and a half on Classen SAS. That foul going against Montague. Johnson to inbound. He throws it off the back of Montague, catches it, and goes up for the shot.
Nice, clever play right there by Austin Johnson, catching the defense off guard with his back turn. With a nice little stroke.
There's a 3 ball. Oh, Mr. Bobby Lewis, insurance 3.
We said it, folks. He will be a shooter tonight.
Was that Morales that hit that one?
Morales for the 3.
Bobby Lewis Insurance has surprisingly great rates. 2 locations to serve you, Choctaw and Del City. There's another bucket for Carl Albert. Closes the gap a little bit. Nice. Call Bobby Lewis Insurance in Del City at 405-670-3665. Elijah Matthews sporting the turquoise-colored shoes tonight.
I like it.
Got some rainbow shoes on LeBron Royal.
See those quick feet moving around.
Royal plays like a big man at 6'2", but man, he's got some quick feet.
Got some quick feet. Like I said, just really good footwork. You see him under the
boards. 3, shot no good. Johnson pulls down the board. Long pass down the court, and that one's going to be taken away, but the foul is called on Williamson of Classen SAS, their third team foul.
Nice athletic move there by Williamson, trying to interfere and intercept that long court pass, but just a little bit too much body right there running into the body of Jordan Hawkins. So that's one you really don't want to pick up at this moment. So Classen already kind of starting out in foul trouble with a lot of time left on this first quarter.
Hawkins picks up his dribble. Matthews open but does not take the shot. He'll reset the offense. We're in the scrambled first period. 5 minutes left in the period. Hawkins for 3 and an out. Royal with the clean up, and we're tied up 6-6.
Nice put back there and awareness by LeBron Royal off the miss. First one to get up against these tall defenders.
And quick foul. That's going on Austin Johnson, I believe. He just had a hold of Van Landingham from behind.
Right. One thing we know about Austin Johnson, he has busy hands. He likes to try to get in there and create turnovers, but you got to be cautious and careful in a ball game like this. Don't want to get into foul trouble too early. They will definitely need his skills.
Morales, deep Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 for Josiah Morales.
We told you, folks, he can shoot. He will shoot that ball. You give Morales any space. This is the leader of this Classen SAS team, so he will be confident.
Hawkins for 3. That one's long.
Trying to match that bucket.
Long rebound goes to Rogers off the hands of Johnson.
Good rebound,
right back to Johnson in the corner, driving the baseline, spinning. Ball knocked out of his hands. Taken away by Williamson. Morales down the court for 3. No good that time. Gets his own long rebound.
Ooh, heat check.
And a foul on Royal.
Yeah, got to be careful. Got to be careful in situations like this. We've kind of found ourselves in the same situation last night. Carl Albert's got to really be cautious on reaching in.
Now, Royal got frustrated last night. He was getting called for fouls down low when there was a lot of contact.
Right.
That was clearly a foul on Royal, and not one he wants to commit.
Right. Got to be smart. Got to be smart in situations. We did it again last night.
Van Landingham bats out a rebound. Williamson for 3. Boom! What did Coach Cudjoe say about his team making shots?
Make shots. That's all they got to do. They know what to do. They've been in this situation several times before.
Holy mackerel. All 3 balls coming from Classen SAS. Rogers with the rebound.
Nice.
Little hook shot in the paint. Good for 2.
Okay, Brandon Rogers getting in the mix with those big men down low. Brandon Rogers has a few rebounds this evening so far. That's what it's really going to take for the Titans. If they can control these boards, they can control this ball game.
Morales has shown the shooter's hand tonight.
Good defense there.
Montague tips the ball away from Matthews, but he goes out of bounds off the hands of Montague.
Montague, a really good defender for Classen SAS this entire season. You'll see him use his frame and quickness, especially out on the wing.
The deeper team on the bench is Carl Albert.
Right.
Matthews. Boom! Got to see the Triple Elite screen printing instant replay on that one.
Nice little hops right there. Jordan Hawkins. Carl Albert will take the time out. Let's get that replay, but
we're not going to get the replay, I don't guess.
Well, it was a nice cut right there by Jordan Hawkins. Nice release on the alley-oop there by Brandon Rogers. I said just perfect timing for a situation like that.
I'll have the replay set up for the next time we need it, but that was a phenomenal play from Matthews to Jordan Hawkins, and it's a 2-point game now.
It's perfect setup. Matthews able to draw that defense in, just lobbing that one up, Tracy, just perfect. We used to be able to get up like that back in our day.
No, we didn't. Maybe you did, but we didn't.
Not quite so much. Not quite so much, Tracy. But nice hops right there shown by Jordan Hawkins.
I could get up and slam the ball into the bottom of the net, maybe, but not from the top of the rim.
Right.
All right, Classen with the ball. 2:49 left to play in the scrambled first period. Gunn running point again. Williamson in the corner.
Again, LeBron Royal just has to sustain.
Van Landingham for three. Shot no good. Matthews rebound.
Right. Carl Albert doesn't have to foul. I said just playing good defense. Getting this ball back.
Carl Albert slows things down a little bit here. Not going to play into the hands of this quick-footed, quick-handed Classen SAS team.
They are known to stay in the man defense quite a bit, using the length and athleticism just to kind of play their guys one-on-one.
Look at the battling by LeBron Royal, man.
Tough. That's what tied up. That is exactly what you need from LeBron Royal. Just relentless on the boards right there. If LeBron Royal can just keep himself out of foul trouble, he can be such a factor in today's game.
He was in the middle of three Classen players and battled for that rebound. Matthews pulls down this rebound, and Carl Albert has an opportunity to go ahead on this possession. Skip pass to Rogers. Royal on the baseline. Pulls up, 12-foot jumper. It's good.
He came to play, Tracy. He came to play.
He got frustrated last night.
Right.
He banged it up last night, but he got in foul trouble and couldn't do everything he wanted. I see him on revenge mission today.
I see it. I love to see it. Probably went to bed thinking about what he was going to do this ball game, and he's came out and started the game off well. Nice drive.
Evan Gunn showing some quickness as he just blows by everyone in the paint to get to the hole.
Caught the Titans defense just asleep just a little bit.
That was a burst.
That was a burst in Classen. They have it. They have so many quick feet, and they have, like I said, a lot of depth here.
Ooh! Oh, Mr. Bobby Lewis ensures three for Elijah Matthews.
Okay. Nice to see Elijah Matthews in the game.
And then Matthews gets a hand on the tipped pass and knocks it out of bounds. It'll be Classen ball side out.
Good start for both of these teams from the arc thus far. Carl Albert holding on to a slight lead. Like Gibson Johnson in the game. Freshman.
3-point lead for Carl Albert now.
Get those hands up. Get those hands up. No reason to reach.
Well, Williamson putting a hand into the throat of Royal there, I think. Gunn trying to get around Matthews. Matthews a little too quick for him, at least on that play. Morales going to the line to shoot the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. The first foul of the game is going on Gibson Johnson.
Gibson Johnson trying to reach that hand in, try to see if he could tie that ball up. Unfortunately, got a little piece of the hand of Josiah Morales.
Toonie Buys Homes in any condition. If you're someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, please call today for a cash offer, 405-931-3046. Morales hitting both free throws, cutting the lead back to one. We expect a really close, tight game in this one. That's exactly what we have so far with 30 seconds left to play in the scrambled first period.
No doubt.
1-point game.
Carl Albert to be patient on this possession, try to see if they could utilize some of this time and get the best shot possible.
What you don't want to do is give Classen another possession here at the end of the first.
Exactly, Tracy.
Under 10 seconds now. Darian Thomas with the ball. Corner shot by Gibson Johnson, no good. LeBron with the putback at the buzzer. Boom! He hit it. Can we see an instant replay on that one? Here's a triple elite screen printing instant replay. There you go, off the glass. The ball hits the glass just as the buzzer.
Right, LeBron Royale, I like to call him. Put a little cheese on that last one for the rebound and the shot at the buzzer. Just great awareness and just great toughness that we've seen from LeBron.
After 1 period of play, the Carl Albert Titans lead by 3, 19-16 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Gordy Jones, Scott Cassidy on the camera back at Piedmont High School. Class 5A area runner-up game between the Carl Albert Titans and the Classen SAS Comets. Carl Albert leading 19-6 as we begin the second period. This second period brought to you by Bell Bonds by Tamara. Have you missed the ball on paying a ticket? Call Bell Bonds by Tamara at 405-200-5110. 15-plus years of serving the community.
Jump ball there. Good job by Dylan Williamson. Catching Brandon Rogers right at that landing zone. Tying that ball up. Carl Albert finishing off that first quarter with the dose of LeBron Royal. There he is. The man.
Van Landingham going strong.
He can get in it. He can use his strength and athleticism, especially that height, standing at 6'8". Getting right beneath the basket in for that too.
Rogers taking his time out top with the basketball now.
Instead of the man now, Classen coming out in the 3-2 zone, switching up this personnel just a little bit, trying to see if they can use some of these smaller guards to subdue the front court.
Royal and Thomas both playing down low for Carl Albert.
This will be a good opportunity for Carl Albert to get in some shots from the outside edge. There you go.
Hawkins for three. Rogers with the rebound, miss a putback. Hawkins with the rebound, he misses.
Great defense.
Williamson pulls it down for Classen SAS.
Had a few opportunities there. Second and third chance opportunity. Unfortunate passing. Turnover again there by Dylan Williamson.
That's that defensive Carl Albert you're talking about.
Exactly, sir. Exactly. Carl Albert, if they can do what they can, so like we said yesterday, stay in front of the man and not be overly aggressive, they can use this athleticism to throw Classen off, because it's going to be a battle throughout the evening, and they will not quit.
Rogers looking inside. Kicks it down to the corner. Royal. Thomas for three. Boom! It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance three.
Putting the arc on it. Love that shot by Darian Thomas. Since he's came this ball game, of course, we know Darian Thomas known to create a spark for the Titans offense and on the defensive end. There's a nice drive right there, but unfortunate miss.
Failure to finish, but Jaden Pullen made a not great move.
Great move.
Hawkins driving in.
Just physical.
Shot block.
That will not be easy.
He kind of got hammered up from all sides.
He got a little bit of everybody on that one by three different defenders. Kind of a little tough, especially when you got Van Landingham kind of heading that. But great job there by Jordan Hawkins. Oh,
Hawkins the tip in.
Oh,
Thomas, offensive foul called on Thomas.
May have been a slight push off there under the rim as Darian Thomas was going for that rebound. Just a little slight push in the back. Unfortunate call.
We had an interesting call in the previous girls game here as Brooklyn Henderson was driving in on a bucket. A Bishop McGinnis girl went down, and the official blew the whistle and gave her a warning for flopping.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't see that often. You don't see that often. Good shot there by Evan Gunn. Unfortunate getting behind the defense on that rebound for the Titans. I said you don't see that often, but you see, like I said, a lot of these teams kind of using those flopping abilities when necessary.
Rogers backing up, looking inside, back to Gibson Johnson. Carl Albert taking their time, being patient out top of the ball. Not taking the open three when they get it right now.
Surprising. Trying to utilize every possession, make smart decisions. Totally understand.
Thomas drives in, gets stopped, and to avoid the travel, kicks the ball back out as he's falling down. A timeout is called by Coach Jay Price of the Carl Albert Titans. This is also a 30-second timeout. Each team has taken one timeout here early going in the game. 4:42 left to play. And this bell bonds by Tamara, second period. 2-point lead for Carl Albert.
Tight. We knew it would be a tight game pretty much the whole game, Tracy. And just so far, both teams showing a lot of effort. Coach Price wanted to go ahead and take that timeout, try to see if he can get Carl Albert to actually run the offense now that they kind of switched up these defenses just a little bit. Kind of passing up on a few three-point shots, trying to make the right decision. Coach Price just wants to make sure and draw up the right play so Carl Albert can execute.
This game has not been, I'm not saying it's not a physical game. This game does not have the same physicality that the game yesterday with Newcastle
Tracy.
And Carl Albert had.
Exactly, Tracy.
Not yet, anyway.
Not yet. Different officiating crew, of course, and sometimes you'll see that as far as personnel goes, but both teams doing a really good job not getting each other into foul trouble. Seen a few different fouls, nothing kind of ticky-tack at the moment.
Shots falling from outside, that's a big difference, too.
That's the main key,
Johnson
Tracy.
for three, back iron. Hawkins with the offensive board. He's spinning, goes up, off the glass.
Nice tough move there. Jordan Hawkins dealing with the handsy defense there, able to muscle his way to the layup.
Gun to Van Landingham.
Oh,
I thought he was going to slam that in.
I was hoping he was going to dunk it. You'll see that a lot. Watching a lot of film on Van Landingham, he'll always get up, but he can rise, but he just won't bash it sometimes. But sometimes don't underestimate this young man. He will get you.
Carl Albert again being patient outside with the ball. Just not forcing anything, playing very smart.
Very smart. Yesterday had a lot of turnovers created by the
Mr. Bobby Lewis ensures three. Austin Johnson.
Very timely. If he can warm up and get warmed up, he can help Carl Albert a lot.
How many three balls have been made between the two teams so far,
Right
Gordy?
now, let me count it down,
crazy.
Tracy.
We're 13 minutes into the game.
We have 10 total.
Wow. Almost one every minute. Evan Gunn cutting the baseline.
Sneaking. Very sneaky for Gunn. Right behind the back of the Carl Albert defense.
The Comets are sinking back into this zone defense, and Carl Albert just being very patient outside against it.
Not trying to play into the hands of this zone, trying to find every crease and make sure to take smart shots.
Inside to Johnson. Across the court, Rogers driving in. And Carl Albert to pull the ball back out, reset. Now Royal inside. Johnson, he doesn't use the glass, and he misses the shot.
I always think about the great Jordan Ray. When I think about a team, you got to use that backboard, especially in a situation like this. Such a great offensive rotation. Just broke the zone with perfection. Unfortunate miss there by Carl Albert, and they'll create a foul.
Elijah Matthews called for the foul. That is his first personal foul.
First on Matthews.
Only three fouls on Carl Albert so far in the ball game.
Carl Albert doing a really good job. Again, Elijah Matthews with the quick hands.
Rogers driving, gives it right back to Matthews for the 3 ball.
Nice quick shot. Good tip
Johnson
out.
kicks it out. Rogers for 3.
Good look once again. Oh, tough.
Hawkins reaching over the back of Morales there, gets called for the foul.
Right. Just going for that rebound there. Eric said it earlier, it's not going over the back of the defender. It's the contact that you make with that person when you go for a play like that.
Yeah, for the fans out there, there's actually no rule that says over the back in basketball.
No, sir.
It's do you impact the player by going over their back and getting into their body?
Exactly. Ooh,
Van Landingham, a nice floater.
And Landingham drawing the defense, giving them the head fake, causing them to jump quickly, sneaking right underneath for the smooth move. He's finessed. You know, he has a lot of moves. Love watching this young man play.
A 1-point ball game again.
That's a little aggressive.
Yeah, a little aggressive by Jaden pulling there as he reaches in and makes contact with the body.
That'll be his first.
His hand did hit the ball,
exactly.
but he running the player to do it.
The contact. Said love what he was thinking, trying to create a turnover. Turnovers have been few and far between for both of these teams today. Both playing very cautious.
Royal driving the baseline.
Oh, that's a tough baseline move right there.
How does he make that shot?
Right.
I'm a LeBron Royal fan tonight. Man. He's playing good ball.
Always. Love a tough player like LeBron Royal. It's just hard enough to get through some of these defenders, especially with such size, but with the reverse layup.
Williamson shoots an air ball on the 3. It's going out of bounds, Carl Albert ball.
Williamson kind of fading away to the left side, really didn't get his feet set on that shot, just causing that air ball there. Just by the defensive pressure again by LeBron Royal, kind of making him shoot that shot a little bit off balance.
Hawkins on the right wing, kicks it back out to Rogers. Inside to Matthews.
Oh,
you see that one on the Triple Elite screen printing. Instant replay. Here you go. It's slam it home.
Just another good look by Elijah Matthews, Jordan Hawkins. It almost seemed like Groundhog Day, showing us here in the crowd how much hops he actually has. Great move.
That's 2 alley-oops to Jordan Hawkins in this ball game as they've left him open to cut the baseline.
Just perfect timing.
Williamson draws the foul. He's going to the line to shoot. Toonie buys houses free throws. The foul is on LeBron Royal, his second personal foul.
Good drive by Dylan Williams. Said the main driver for this Comet team. He'll shoot from the outside, but of course he will try to utilize those skills to drive to the basket. Gets his first one there.
Williamson cuts the lead back to 4. Montague checks back into the game. Poland takes a seat. Missed shot. Austin Johnson with a little push-off gets the rebound.
Unfortunate miss. Situations like these games, every point is important. Every possession is important.
10 seconds left in this bell bonds by Tamara second period. Push off by Matthews. 5 seconds. Stolen ball by Williamson. Throws it up off the top of the backboard at the buzzer. It's a 4-point lead by Carl Albert at halftime. 31-27. I expect much more of the same in the second half, Gordy.
It's about to turn up a little bit more in this second half. I'm excited about it, Tracy. What a good showing by both of these teams. A lot of intensity. Just playing really cautiously, but, we can't ask for a better first half.
Well, what's going to happen in the second half is every rebound is going to become more important, and the battles under the basket are going to get more intense, more physical. Foul count may start going up as a result of that, but will the shots keep falling? What's going to happen? Carl Albert has been working that zone defense of Classen and holding the ball outside for a little while. Klassen's been working inside, starting to pick up a few more fouls on Carl Albert. LeBron Royal has 2, not in foul trouble at halftime, but he does have 2. It's going to be a fun second half.
It's a fun second half. Looking forward to it, just to see what type of intensity both of these teams kind of come out with. will they get besides themselves? Will they be able to stay within their time frame of the game and kind of keep their cool? You said it before, Tracy. Carl Albert has done a really good job not getting himself overly into foul trouble. Classen has done the same, but look for them to kind of see if they can keep both of these teams out of that painted area. So you'll see a lot more physicality, and we'll try to see if we can get a lot more points on the board.
Folks, it's 31-27, Carl Albert over Classen SAS in this elimination game here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Shouts out to Coach.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Your home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Give us a call today to schedule your free inspection.
Always remember, God hail, call Cantrell.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Gordy Jones. We're back at Wildcat Athletic Center, Piedmont High School. This is the boys area runner-up game. The Carl Albert Titans leading the Classen SAS Comets 31-27 at halftime. And we had the pleasure of having with us right now Coach Richie, the Carl Albert Lady Titans. They punched their ticket just a few hours ago with a Coach, I hate to say it this way, but comfortable win over El Reno.
The girls played really, really well today. They knew exactly what they needed to do, and they came out and did it. And so, we'll find out tomorrow at 1 o'clock. We know we have East Central. We just don't, at OU, we just don't know what time yet.
So you'll find out those times. You'll have a meeting with OSSA representatives and get those times. You know who you're playing already.
Yes.
You know what that team is about. You already know something about you haven't played them, you haven't met them, but.
No, I mean, Ricky does a great job. And so, obviously they've been really hot of late, and that's what, everybody says you want to be peaking at the right time. And so that's a dang good basketball team. But anybody makes state tournament,
absolutely,
is a very good team. I'm not going to lie, I've not broke them down because we're the classic one game at a time. We already knew just from the preseason bracket who we were going to get. But try to get a good night's sleep, and then, hey, it's back at a film session tomorrow.
So tell me a little bit. Every team's different every year, even a year when you have a lot of the same players from the previous year. But the chemistry, the culture of the team, every team's different. What has been a surprise or a point of joy for you coaching these girls?
Right, great question.
Great question. Like you said, 4 returning starters that have been through the fire. And then I started freshman. And then I have 2 freshmen coming off the bench. Kenley Sutton also comes off the bench, major minutes. State championship pitcher, this year. And obviously she was a key contributor last year. So meshing I'm going to say the old that has been through it with the young, and they've done a heck of a job. And this team, everybody accepts their role. And, hey, if I'm supposed to be a defensive stopper, that's my job. You know, Audrey and Kari, they get a lot of it being 1,000-point scorers. But if it's, you know, it's not a great matchup with them, it's somebody else's turn. And it doesn't matter. Hey, I didn't score a point, but if that final score says we won, that's what matters, and that's what this team does.
That's awesome. And to have young ladies, young women on your team who accept that, it just absolutely throws. Because that doesn't happen everywhere.
No, it doesn't. And so,
and the culture of today's athletics is it's all about me, right?
Right. And we've had a motto for a while, we over me. And I know there's a lot of people with the shirts, and a lot of people say it. We embody it.
Definitely.
We embody it, and that's why we've been pretty good of late. Now, obviously, we have some really good players too.
Right.
I'm not saying that.
Right.
Yeah, maybe a pretty good coach too.
Well,
Coach is all right.
You know,
Coach is pretty good.
I've said this. I'm here with you being interviewed because of what those girls do.
Yeah. Right.
Coaches get interviewed from the players, and so I'm going to accept the compliment. I have two of the best assistant coaches in the state.
No doubt.
Caitlin O'Hara and Robert Banks. And so I can't do it by myself.
You know, I interviewed, I got to present the OSN Football Coach of the Year Award at the football banquet a couple of weeks ago, and interviewed the three coaches who were candidates. Coach Jeremy Reed from Altus was one of the candidates. My question for him, he came back in, he had been at the program, won a state championship, left. Program just took a nosedive. He came back within a couple of years. They're right back in the mix with a great record. And I asked him, what's his advice to a coach that comes in that's trying to rebuild a program that's been down? And you just gave kudos and recognition to your assistant coaches. And he talked about coaching staff being a key to rebuilding something. And it's a key to maintaining things too, right?
Absolutely. You know, if I say, hey, Coach Kate and Coach O'Hara, you know, hey, you're down here on defense, and Coach Banks, you're down here, and I can go back and forth, and I know it's going to be done right. Everybody's on the same page, and that's huge.
There's too many programs that somebody gets stuck in to be an assistant coach and help out, and just be a helper, but not actually be able to take a leadership and coach.
Right.
And you've got guys that can help you out. So
I mean, you know, if I had to be gone, I'm going to sleep well that night because I know it's going to be done right.
Right.
You know, I don't.
No, you won't sleep well, but you can say it.
All right, man. I tried to get that by you two, but you two know me too well.
That's a lie. But no, totally understand, Coach.
All right, well, Coach Richie, congratulations
Yes, sir.
again.
Congratulations.
Hey, you know what? And
Thanks
I'm going to
so
give
much,
kudos
Coach.
here. OSN, you know, Jordan, I see you two a lot. I really appreciate you, everything you all do for the sport.
Oh, no, really you make our job fun, Coach, and I really appreciate you.
Hey, thank you all.
No,
All right,
congratulations
thanks for being great, man.
Go, the great Coach Kyle Richie right there, folks. What a great
interview, man.
Great interview. Great job, Tracy.
He's so relaxed and easy because he didn't have a game tomorrow.
You know, I mean, coaches act a little bit different, you know, during game time. You know, I love to see it. Just love the personality of Coach Kyle Richie, and you just hit it on the head. Just such a tremendous job that he's done in his whole coaching tenure. I mean, just a lot of ups and downs, such fight in this team, and you'll see them next week in the playoffs, of course.
We are about ready to go with the second half here. Clock is about to reset.
Coach.
31-27, the Carl Albert lead over the Classen SAS Comets.
Well, Tracy, that was a good way for us to calm down, and we got an exciting second half in store for our audience. I hope you guys are ready.
Our title sponsor for the tournament. Join Coach Vic and Tony Johnson on Oklahoma High School Girls Between the Lines as they deliver thoughtful analysis, in-depth conversations, and meaningful coverage of programs across the state. Our third period brought to you by Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance, a local family-owned agency since 1978. Scan the QR code in the upper right-hand corner of the screen or give them a call, 405-733-7671 for a free quote.
All right, here we go again. Carl Albert will start off with the first possession.
Austin Johnson trying to look for a place inside, has to bounce out with the ball.
First half, Carl Albert did a good job. Unfortunate turnover there by Austin Johnson.
Whoa! Matthews got away with a swipe across the face of Williamson. Williamson scored anyway. He said, "You hit me in the face, in your face, Matthews."
That was one of those shots on that spin move. Nice one, of course, by Dylan Williamson.
LeBron Royal misses high off the glass. Long pass down the court to Montague. And this time, Matthews gets called for the foul, and it was not near as much contact as before.
Tough. 2 shots on that one.
The Toonie Buys Houses free throws coming here in the second half.
That will be number 2 on Elijah Matthews. So it had good position. Just unfortunate foul on Montague.
Montague can tie the game up here at the line.
He will land the first one.
Toonie Buys Houses in any condition. If you're someone you know needs to sell a home for any reason, call today for a cash offer at 405-931-3046. Montague misses the second. It's still a 1-point game, and a foul's called. Van Landingham going to the line to shoot. Toonie Buys Houses. No, they're going to call it on the floor.
On the floor.
Couple of quick fouls on Carl Albert to begin this second half of play.
That'll be on Austin Johnson. That'll be his second.
No one with 3 fouls,
Not yet, not quite yet. Luckily for Carl Albert.
Van Landingham's going to have to leave the court. I believe he might have a bloody nose. They're going to work on him for something, and that would be the expectation. Yep, he's got something on his face bleeding at least. He's got by rule, just a certain amount of time that he can leave the court to get the blood stopped before they have to sub him out. They're going to go ahead, bring a sub in. Michael Dugas coming into the game.
Got him fixed up. Michael Dugas into the game. Another quick guard for the Comets. It's a good ball handler as well. I said this second half, you've seen Classen kind of put a little bit more pressure and turn up the intensity just a little bit.
You know, Klassen's got that height with Williamson and Van Landingham, but, man, there are other 3 players on the court with them all the time are not real tall.
Not really tall, just a lot of quickness with these guys, and good move there.
Oh, what a move by Montague.
Montague.
Now, he's not a small fellow.
No, he's got a really nice size body on him. Says standing about maybe 6'1". Really good quick feet. I said a good defender for the Comets so far this season.
And it's a 1-point lead for the Comets again as they are back up. Scoring 5 unanswered to begin the second period. Second half.
A little short there for Jordan Hawkins. Nice look.
Austin Johnson for 3. Boom! It's the Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 ball for Austin Johnson.
Austin Johnson said he wants to take this lead back for Carl Albert, hitting that Bobby Lewis 3-pointer. Good job by him bringing Carl Albert up by 2. Carl Albert's got to see if they can sustain this defense and keep.
Oh, Mr. Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 for Dalen Williamson.
That's his 3rd 3-pointer of the night. I said they were going to try to see if they can keep the Comets off this board, but Dalen Williamson says, nah, I'm going to hit this 3 on you.
Man, it's been a game of raining threes far.
Good looks from the arc. Good shots by these young men. Nice spin move there by LeBron Royal.
And one!
I love it.
Bowling up, flexing under their goal. He's feeling tough right now.
You just love to see the emotion. You love to see the passion out of LeBron Royal. A nice spin move, using that toughness, moving his way closer to the board, kissing that one off the glass for the 2.
A 1-point lead for Carl Albert. LeBron Royal with the Toonie Buys Houses free throw can make it a 2-point lead. 5.5 minutes left to play in this Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance 3rd period.
LeBron Royal has absolutely been the safety net this evening for the Carl Albert Titans.
Dugas and Johnson going at it down here on the sideline, shoving hands away as Royal hits the free throw.
LeBron Royal currently our leading scorer of the game.
Morales, boom! It's the Bobby Lewis Insurance 3.
That's his 3. That's his 3rd as well of the night. Josiah Morales, along with his teammate, Dalen Williamson.
And Morales is going to pick up the quick foul. Oh, he's trying to slap the ball out of Rogers' hand.
He is a pest. Morales, he will do this throughout the night. He likes to get inside the head of the opponent.
Now the official comes running in from the baseline to have a conversation with them. And he's talking to both of them, but I'm going to put most of that on Morales.
Right. Can't do that. It's one of these moments in the game. We can understand the emotions are high, but really you don't want to get anything started. Referee trying to get in and make sure you tell him we're not going to have that tonight.
Good job by the official seeing it and put a stop to it.
Very much true. Don't need that.
And the ball poked out of the hands of Rogers by Morales.
Rogers kind of falling asleep a little bit. That's one of these things during a game like this. Good shot there.
Nice move by Hawkins. Let's take a look at that. On the Triple Elite Screen Printing Instant Replay.
This evening, the Carl Albert Titans have kind of been able to use Classen's size against them, getting them up in the air and using these reverse layups. That's another shot there by Morales.
Rebound by Austin Johnson. Hawkins pushing the ball down the court.
But Carl Albert's got to stay in every possession. Same thing for the Comets. Every possession matters. You cannot fall asleep on defense and do not underestimate the defender.
Matthews with an and one through contact.
Nice move. I mean, good to be shooting it from the arc, but Carl Albert done some really good job driving to the basket this second half. Nice tough move there by Elijah Matthews.
That was one of those where you get contact and your arms are being pulled down and you just prove you're the stronger human being.
You get a little bit of everything underneath that basket. Both of these teams playing a really physical game at the moment.
Matthews with the Toonie Buys Houses free throw coming up. Can take it back to a 4-point game just like it was at halftime.
Number 10, Malachi Ross, the junior, coming into the game for the Comets. Said. Okay, LeBron Royal
with the rebound.
Okay.
And he's going to get Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
It's like they're going to get Van Landingham on that one. But, of course, again, to mention LeBron Royal getting up off those feet really quick. I mean, he had some hops, Tracy. Getting up over everybody.
He went strong with a shoulder to the basket. I was afraid we'd hear a whistle on an offensive foul. And then he draws the foul, gets to the free throw line.
And this young man is throwing around that big body. It's going to cause havoc for anybody trying to guard him underneath that bucket. Unfortunately,
shoots that one a little flat.
Right. He's got to relax, take that breath like we say. Try to take advantage of this opportunity. That will be the first one today. Good defense this evening by Van Landingham.
That's his first foul. Wow.
First foul, yeah. He does. He's a smart player, Tracy. He doesn't really get himself into too much chaos. Pretty much does that consistently.
Williamson gets a rebound after Royal misses both free throws. Carl Albert gets back on D. Van Landingham for three.
Nice
rebound, Hawkins.
Classen right now with the smaller lineup. Carl Albert, we'll see if they can kind of take advantage of this advantage.
Hawkins defended by Ross. Excuse me, that was Rogers defended by Ross. Well, I thought Johnson was fixed to pull the shot with a player in his face way outside.
Coach Cudjoe using these smaller defenders and the quickness, because these guys are tough. Just because they're undersized doesn't mean they're going to try to match up. They will utilize that quickness.
Inside to Royal.
Okay.
Off the glass, under the basket. It's good.
LeBron Royal. He's found the recipe right there.
And foul called on LeBron Royal, reaching in from behind, I think. 3.5 minutes left to play in the Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance third period. It's a 5-point lead for Carl Albert, one more than they had at halftime.
That will be the third one on LeBron Royal.
They need him not to pick up anymore and
He's
still play strong.
Got to be careful. A long time ago in this ball game. Look for Coach Price to try to see if he can be patient, leaving Royal in the game since he's been such a dominant force on the offensive end. Got to be smart. Wide open.
Austin Johnson with the rebound. We haven't seen any freshman Jax Wilkerson yet.
No, we haven't. Just like we saw the last game, Coach Price trying to keep the one in the chamber, so to speak.
Royal blocked by Williamson.
Tough block there by Williamson.
Rebound by Dugas. Morales for three. It's long.
A little long there.
I've said this many times already tonight. Austin Johnson with the rebound.
Exactly. Right place at the right time all evening for Austin Johnson. Using that size and athleticism. Carl Albert's just been really dominant on the board tonight.
Dugas all over Hawkins.
That's a really quick guard.
Johnson for three, in and out.
That looked good coming off the fingertips.
Williamson pulls down another board. Dugas driving, gets around the defender, shoots it over the side of the rim.
Carl Albert got a little lucky right there, almost just lost. Dugas in that mission, fortunate for the air ball.
Dugas may be a little frustrated, commits the foul in the backcourt.
Oh, no doubt, frustration foul. You see that a lot, Tracy.
2 minutes left to play in this Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance third period. Elijah Matthews going to the line with 5 fouls on Classen SAS. He gets 2. Toonie buys houses free throws.
Carl Albert now in the bonus. Unfortunate miss by Elijah Matthews. Got to take your time on these. Got to take your time. This is not a regular season ball game. This is one of these where you got to take these free throws seriously, so you got to take that time.
Matthews takes a spin, dribbles once, puts a shot up, and hits the shot. It's a 6-point lead for Carl Albert now.
Carl Albert has Classen right where they want him. If they can kind of use these last 2 minutes of this quarter not to get in any foul trouble, try to see if they can create a little bit more space and points on their end.
Van Landingham trying to back down Johnson. Remind you that this game is a do-or-die game. Boom! It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance 3 by Dalen Williamson.
You said it earlier, this is the star player for the Comets, and he's showing us exactly why he's the one to watch. Dylan Williamson with his 4th three-pointer of the evening.
7 between him and Morales.
I'm telling you.
Wow.
I don't even know if that one barely hit the net.
And Elijah Matthews just shoves off Dugas as he gets frustrated, gets called for the offensive foul, which results in a turnover.
Unfortunate for Elijah Matthews. Small push-off. Some might call it a flop, but credit to Dugas, able to kind of initiate that contact. Maybe a little bit overacting there, but of course that's what it takes sometimes to draw that foul.
Elijah Matthews is a man.
He's not.
A shove from him is going to send a guy the size of Dugas flying.
Exactly. He's not weak. He is a football player. He uses that size and that strength.
Evan Gunn back in the ball game now for Classen. This is a do-or-die game. The winner goes to the state tournament next week. The loser, their season ends here today.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the last game before state. Dugas, jab step, floater, good. 1-point game.
First shot of the game for Michael Dugas with that floater from the sky. Looked pretty.
Rogers trying to get around Ross, gets into the front court. The fans back here calling for a foul. Coach Price calling for a foul. And finally the official says, all right, let's call a foul.
We'll give him one.
That foul called on Malachi Ross.
A little overly aggressive there by Malachi Ross. Started out in the beginning playing really good defense as they went down the court.
Brandon Rogers connects on the Toonie Buys Houses free throw.
Not a lot of points tonight for Brandon Rogers, but great defense and great presence so far in this ball game.
Rogers' second shot is good as well. It's a 3-point game with under a minute to play in the Patrick Newby Farmers Insurance third period.
Much needed free throw for the Titans at that moment. Titans will go into the press. All they have to do right now is turn that ball over. There they go. Okay.
Jordan Hawkins.
Nice. Jordan Hawkins. Great steal there by Jackson Webster to come in the ball game, lending a hand on the defensive end.
Van Landingham passes off to Gunn. Gunn will reset the offense.
Carl Albert has a tough defense in right now.
And a foul called on the floor.
That'll be the first right there on Jackson Webster.
That'll be the 5th foul on Carl Albert. 2 free throws coming for Classen. Evan Gunn at the line, shooting the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
Carl Albert has to be careful. We can see exactly what the identity right now of the officials are. Got to be very cautious.
Gunn misses the first free throw, 28 seconds on the clock. Feels like Carl Albert, outside of the first minute of this third period, has been in control of the third, but they only have a 1 point gain.
Very slight.
And now it's right back to a 4-point lead, which is what it was at halftime.
Exactly, Tracy. Slight control on the game thus far, but Classen is just not really giving any space or opportunity for Carl Albert to escape.
Jackson Webster taking a seat. He'd been in the game for just a bit. Catch Manley checks in.
Catch Manley, known as a shooter for the Carl Albert Titans. Coach Jay Price bringing his shooters into the game. Also, Austin Johnson, Gibson Johnson, Brandon Rogers, Jordan Hawkins, all good shooters.
19 seconds on the clock. Johnson holding it. Coach Price coaching hard from over here on the sideline. 12 seconds on the clock. Rogers backs up, under 10. Gibson Johnson sets a screen. No, Austin Johnson, excuse me. He goes to hold. Misses. Hawkins cleans it up. And that's the end of the third. It is points not added to the board yet. Should be a 6-point lead now. 50-44, I believe, should be the score. Carl Albert on top after 3 periods of play on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Celebrating 10 years. We are the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Bussett, Gordy Jones back at Wildcat Athletic Center, Piedmont High School, where the Carl Albert Titans lead to the Classen SAS Comets 50-44 as we begin the fourth period. Fourth period brought to you by Titan Secure Storage. As a veteran operator-owned business in East Oklahoma City, it's Titan Secure Storage honor and responsibility to serve the community with care and lots of discount options at Titan Secure Storage. Your treasures are not just secure, they're Titan Secure. Visit them at www.titanstorageok.com or call 405-987-8673 for more information. And a foul called on Carl Albert early in the fourth. That's on Brandon Rogers.
Another one on Brandon Rogers. That will be his first one of the game.
Wow.
First one. I mean, good job today by Brandon Rogers. Been in the game pretty much the entire ball game. Being a really good defender. Like I said, just a presence of this young man today.
Evan Gunn hits the first of the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
8 points today. 6 points today for Evan Gunn.
Gunn puts the second shot up. It's good as well. Back to a 4-point game. Rogers defended by Malachi Ross. Johnson set a screen. Rogers gets around it. Hawkins for three. Boom! It's a Bobby Lewis Insurance three for Jordan Hawkins.
Right on time. Right on time. Jordan Hawkins.
Call Bobby Lewis Insurance in Choctaw, 405-281-6700. Dugas inside to Williamson. Ball tipped away. Hawkins pushing it down the court. Against Gunn, fouled, and Hawkins going to the line to shoot. Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
Good drive there on the turnover. Carl Albert with the busy, quick hands. Not fouling there, creating that turnover and opportunity there for Jordan Hawkins.
Foul is the first foul of the game on Evan Gunn. Jordan Hawkins with the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
Classen's just done a really good job throughout this evening. Not committing a ton of fouls. Each player only has probably one apiece. Just playing really smart ball on defense. Just kudos to Coach Cudjoe.
Montague and Morales check back into the ball game.
Yeah, the starters kind of coming back in.
We'll see if Morales gets all over Rogers again.
Try to create some pressure.
Hawkins hits the second of the free throws, and it's an 8-point lead for Carl Albert. Biggest lead of the game for the Titans. 7:09 left to play in the Titan Secure Storage fourth period.
This is a moment in the game, Tracy. Carl Albert has to stay disciplined, stay within what they've done right this whole quarter.
Royal with the rebound off the Morales miss. It's early in the game, but with 10 minutes left to play in the first half.
A lot of time left. There's a good shot.
OU Sooners leading the Texas Longhorns.
Oh, nice.
There's a three ball. Who hit that? Was that Hawkins again?
That was our freshman, Gibson Johnson.
Oh, Gibson Johnson.
AKA
Bobby Lewis Insurance 3.
Perfect opportunity.
11-point lead for the Titans now. Timeout called on the floor.
It's been raining threes.
You know, we sometimes it's easy to get into the too many cliches. I noticed the coaches were a little bit prone to do that when you interviewed them before the game. But what else do you say? But it's raining threes.
It's raining threes. I mean, I love it when it's raining like this. And you know, both teams, Carl Albert and Classen, we knew it before this game started. Tracy, coming into this ball game, we knew that both teams possess really good players, really good shooters, but doing a really good job thus far out on the arc, especially beneath the boards, doing all that they can to try to keep each other, competitive. Doing a good job, not overly committing any fouls or anything like that.
A little concerned about Carl Albert early when they were giving up the open outside shots. And Classen is a team, they're going to hit those if they're left open. I mean, they're prone to hit them with a hand in their face, and they were getting some wide open looks, and they were dropping them like crazy. And then Carl Albert extended that defense a little bit, slowed them down on the scoring, and kept battling underneath to get rebounds, and now it's an 11-point lead for Carl Albert with 6.5 minutes left to play in the ball game.
What I love to see is that both these teams are not forcing anything. Forcing to take some really good shots, being very disciplined on both ends of the floor. Says a lot about the coaching staff and these players.
Oh, here we go. We got another slam.
Oh! Whoa, everybody, watch out now. Watch out now. Jordan Hawkins.
We get to see that one again. Here he goes, a rim with the defender on him.
Over the defender. Jordan Hawkins creating a poster on that.
And then Hawkins pulls down the rebound. That's 3 slams for Jordan Hawkins in this game.
Gotta love it. Gotta love it.
Triple Elite Screen Printing are sponsor for our instant replays. Remind you that you can find world-class designs and hot new styles at Triple Elite Screen Printing.
Gibby Johnson. There you go.
He lays that one into traffic.
Tough move by Gibby Johnson there. Love to see it. Driving that baseline, using that length, getting at the top, kissing that one off the glass. Pretty. Carl Albert with their biggest lead of the night.
15.
Turned it up just a little bit.
The intensity offensively and the confidence that Carl Albert has
you can see it.
To be able to go score right now is pretty phenomenal.
You can see it, Tracy. You can feel it right now with the crowd behind him.
Now, when Gibson Johnson took that baseline and he took a defender to the hole, that was impressive.
That was tough.
Austin Johnson gets called. That is Gibson Johnson called for the foul. He got a clean block with a hand, but a lot of body contact.
A lot of body contact, especially early on. Thought that one was on the floor, but he'll take 2.
Free throws coming for Evan Gunn once again. Toonie Buys Houses sponsoring our free throws today.
Second one on Johnson.
Gunn shoots that one a little flat. Starting to feel like Carl Albert is going to be able to close this game out, but there's still 5.5 minutes to play. A lot of basketball.
Still a lot of time left. You never really know, but Carl Albert has to sustain and continue to keep this discipline.
Evan Gunn hits the second free throw. Hawkins takes the inbound pass. And timeout, Coach Price. Carl Albert Titans, the 32nd timeout. 5:24 left to play in this ball game. We're in the Titan Secure Storage fourth period. 61-47, a 14-point lead for Carl Albert. And Carl Albert's got things kind of rolling. What do you have to change if you're Classen SAS right now?
Right.
I don't know what the answer to that question is.
That's a great question. You almost stumped me right there, though.
Coach Kudjoe would say shots fall.
Right. Exactly, Tracy. We just got to have some shots fall.
But they haven't taken as many outside shots.
Well, what's been happening is we've seen Carl Albert kind of with the busy hands. Normally, when they kind of get themselves into foul trouble, they've been able to kind of capitalize on some of those turnovers. What they've been able to do is just gain a tremendous amount of confidence, especially this quarter, taking and utilizing each opportunity on these possessions. What Classen just kind of has not been able to do is to sustain Carl Albert, keeping them away from the bucket, kind of, like I said, using this momentum to create this spread on the offensive end.
Yeah, the extended defense by Carl Albert has really slowed down the scoring of Classen here late. Full court pressure by Classen. Carl Albert gets the ball down the court, no problem. Hawkins almost loses his dribble.
It's too quick.
And a lot of pressure. Royal down in the corner now, kicks it back out to Rogers. And Carl Albert will reset the offense.
Coach Kudjoe switching up this defense a little bit. Trying to see if they can use these traps and in this zone. Staying in the man at the moment.
They've got the quickness defensively. Do they match up height-wise well enough? Royal around a defender, corner to Hawkins. It's short.
It's a little short.
Austin Johnson with the rebound.
With these switches, Classen has kind of opened up the door, allowing Carl Albert to get these rebounds, kind of pulling their big men away from the basket. It's kind of been like that throughout this ball game.
And a foul called on Dalen Williamson. That'll be his second personal foul. Only the second team foul on Classen. They've got 2 fouls to give. They may need to get those so that when if they need those,
got to get some stops here. If I'm Classen without fouling, there he goes. A little bit too physical right there.
Williamson just hanging on to Austin Johnson. After the whistle blows, Johnson does a little bit of a shove.
Yeah, a little bit physical there. Kind of caught Williamson off guard just a little bit.
Johnson's a lot stronger than he looks.
I was just about to mention that, Tracy, and just exactly what I was going to say. A little bit deceptive. He might be a little wiry, but he is one of the strongest, and when you get up close to him, this man has some size on him.
He doesn't have the thick body LeBron Royal has, but the way he played under the basket, banging for rebounds against Newcastle yesterday, I come to realize more than I have during the rest of the season how strong he is.
No doubt, no doubt.
14-point lead still for Carl Albert. Jordan Hawkins at the line shooting the Toonie Buys Houses free throws.
That'll be the third foul on Morales. Or let me switch that.
Hawkins hits the first of the free throws. Leads back to 15. 15. Second shot's up, it's good as well. 16-point lead for the Titans. 4.5 minutes to play. Evan Gunn running point for Classen SAS. Pulley back in the ball game now. Pulley was a big factor in the game against Noble last night.
Definitely. Strong game, very good ball game against Noble and the Bears.
Van Landingham under the basket off the glass for 2.
Nice.
It's a nice look from Williamson
nice,
to Van Landingham, and we've got a 30-second timeout called by Coach Kendall Kudjoe of the Classen SAS Comets. It's a 14-point lead again for Carl Albert, 63-49, 4:07 left on the clock here in the Titan Secure Storage fourth period.
Trying to see if they could slow these Titans down a little bit. Only 4 minutes left in this ball game.
You know, when you're watching pro sports and college sports, you get to see that camera that's in the huddle listening to the coach. Man,
exactly.
if we could only get that here, right?
I always try to watch and read lips, because you get some of the best sound bites in a moment like that, and it's so intense in a moment like that. It's always interesting to see what the coach has to say.
I love to see the differences. The coaches that are just saying, we just got to keep playing hard, we got to do this, trying to get the team pumped up, versus the coaches that are game planning and analyzing. And,
exactly.
Okay, I'm drawing up a play right here in the middle of this 30-second timeout.
You see some smart stuff. You see some really smart moves, of course, by these coaches. Always good to be a fly on the wall in a situation.
63-49 the score. It's a 14-point lead for Carl Albert, 4:07 left to play. in the Titan Secure Storage fourth period coming out of timeout. It's Carl Albert ball, Brandon Rogers to inbound. We're at Piedmont High School. This is the 5A area runner-up game. Winner goes to the state tournament next week, and another quick foul on Classen SAS. That'll be the fifth foul now on Classen, so they don't have any to give. That's going to put Austin Johnson at the line shooting Tootie Buys Houses free throws. It seems like it was about 15 seconds ago that I said they had two fouls to give.
It was, Tracy.
Johnson misses the first. Carl Albert's not being great from the free throw line tonight.
Not tonight. Good thing that they're up by such a lead, because, of course, we know how detrimental and necessary it can be to land these. Unfortunate miss again.
Then Landingham, a long reach, got way up in the air for that rebound. Evan Gunn pushing, going to the hole, and a foul on Austin Johnson. Johnson carefully doesn't get teed up there. He didn't just stand over the player, but he just kind of kept walking over him, staring him down.
Just a little bit.
Took advantage of his momentum to get that flex.
Love the toughness and the attitude, but don't want to get yourself into trouble.
He's gotten a couple of texts called on him this year.
Yep. He can be fiery. He's a tough kid, and the emotions can ride high in a game like this.
Evan Gunn hits the first of the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. Call Toonie Buys Houses at 405-931-3046. You know, it was raining threes for much of this game. It's kind of slowed down here in the fourth quarter.
Slowed down. Well, Albert settled in and doing a good job. See if they can move to this next round.
Johnson battling against Williamson, and that's physical. That is a physical matchup between Williamson and Johnson right now.
Right.
Loose ball, turnover by Carl Albert. Johnson hits the floor. Williamson slams it home. There's your triple elite screen ping, instant replay. Let's take a look at that one again. The outlet pass, alley-oop, and the slam.
Nice rise.
Courtesy triple elite screen printing.
Williamson getting into the dunk party.
And down on the other end, they're going to put Jordan Hawkins to the line, shooting two free throws. Courtesy Toonie Buys Houses. It's an 11-point lead now as Classen SAS has chipped into it a little bit.
In and out.
And Hawkins not connecting on the free throws.
Tough one right there by Hawkins.
Giving Classen SAS opportunity.
Like you said, Tracy, not really great on the free throw line today, Carl Albert.
Hawkins hits that one. And a timeout called on the floor. 3:26 left to play. It's a 12-point lead for Carl Albert here in the Titan Secure Storage fourth period. Winner goes to state next week on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Your home isn't just where you live, it's where you thrive. Elevate it with a roof that reflects your standards. At Cantrell Roofing, we deliver efficiency and high-quality installations. Our A-plus BBB certified team performs the highest level of craftsmanship, and our in-house insurance adjuster handles claims fast and stress-free. Backed by 30 years of experience, our 5-star Google rating reflects the trust we've earned. The better your roof is built, the better it holds up in the Oklahoma weather. Give us a call today to schedule your free inspection.
Always remember, God hail.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Gordy Jones, Piedmont High School, Carl Albert Titans leading the Classen SAS Comets. 64-52, 3:17 left to play. The Titan Secure Storage fourth period. LeBron Royal just picked up another foul. Gordy, how many is that on LeBron? Is that fourth now? 4.
That would be 4 on LeBron Royal right now.
3:17 left to play, and Dalen Williamson at the line shooting Toonie Buys Houses free throws. Got a wet spot in the middle of the paint. Just using the shoes to dry that one up. Williamson takes a couple of dribbles and puts a shot up. It's good. Royal controlled much of the first half of this game. He's been very quiet here in the second half.
Right. Kind of when you find yourself in a foul trouble, it's really hard to have the same aggression. We can see right now, Classen is trying to be the aggressor.
Wow, what a takeaway by Elijah Matthews. He's not even going to look at the replay on that one.
Nice steal there by Elijah Matthews.
Look at him take that ball away.
All the way to the bucket. There's another good one.
Triple Elite screen printing instant replay. And on the other end of the court,
Jaden Pullen.
Another bucket by Classen. It's still an 11-point game, 66-55.
Jaden Pullen in for the 2. Trying to see if he can crunch this lead just a little bit more. See if he can help the Comets out.
We got another timeout on the court. We'll take one as well on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussick, Gordy Jones, Scott Cassidy on the camera at the Wildcat Athletic Center, Piedmont High School. The Carl Albert Titans 3 minutes away with an 11-point lead, 66-55 over the Classen SAS Comets. This is the Titan Secure Storage fourth period in this area runner-up game to go to the state tournament.
Just a little bit more to go.
Austin Johnson in the front court quickly with the ball. Carl Albert set up their offense. Handsy defense by Classen SAS.
They will turn up the heat now, see if they can pressure Carl Albert to getting this ball out of Carl Albert's hands, keeping them away from the basket. This is a detrimental time in this ball game.
Matthews and Rogers playing catch right now, keeping the ball away from Classen SAS, down to 2.5 minutes.
Carl Albert has to be smart on these possessions.
Johnson got away with a little bit of a push off. Royal cuts under the basket on the baseline, and a quick foul called on Jaden Pullen. That'll put Jordan Hawkins at the line, shooting Toonie Weishausen's free throws. Toonie Weishausen's 405-931-3046. Hawkins free throw, front of the rim, and no good. That has been the story tonight for Hawkins, it feels like. Right. I know it's not been that way every time, but missed the first, hit the second frequently.
Just like I said, lucky for Carl Albert that they are in the lead at the moment. A lot of inopportune misses.
And Hawkins swishes the second.
He'll hit that second one.
Back to 12, 2:20 to play. Morales behind his back, kicks it over to Pullen, who drives in and puts up the floater. No good. Johnson pulls down the rebound after it's tipped out by Hawkins, and Johnson's going to be fouled. Is the foul on Gunn or is the foul on Pullen? And the foul's on Pullen. That's his second personal foul, I believe. Third personal foul, excuse me. Austin Johnson with the Toonie Weishausen's free throws. Carl Albert has the opportunity to pull away and win this game by a large margin at the line.
Right.
Can they hit free throws? Johnson says yes as he puts the first one in. Takes his time, second shot coming, 2:05 left to play. And that one is good as well.
Good job.
Leads back to 14, 69-55. Evan Gunn on the right wing. Williamson pulls, long three, no good. Hawkins with the rebound. Swarming and a taken away by Pullen. Ooh, shot no good. Hawkins with another rebound. And a foul on Williamson. Williamson picks up. How many fouls is that on Dalen Williamson? Four on Dalen Williamson.
4 on Williamson. Got 4 on Williamson, 4 on Josiah Morales at the moment.
Jordan Hawkins at the line shooting the Toonie Buys Houses free throws now. Misses the first.
Misses the first. That's been an ongoing thing for us.
I wish I hadn't have brought it up, man.
Oh, it's not your fault. Got to hit shots like that.
Titus Freeman set to check in the game for Classen SAS. And this time he misses both of them. The rebound goes out of bounds off the hands of Royal. It'll be Classen SAS basketball. Titus Freeman coming in now. Titus, the tall sophomore out there for Classen SAS.
Definitely. They only bring him in, quite a bit. Not a lot of playing time for him, but just such great length.
Van Landingham taking a seat with a minute 40 left.
Right.
Williamson misses the shot. Freeman battles, tips the ball out. Morales a long three, no good. Rebound pulling, he can get up, even though he's not real big. A lot of offensive boards coming. Williamson driving in, gets his own rebound, spins around, puts it up. They're about to score. They got about 7 attempts on that one possession.
Right.
Back to a 12-point game.
Did a few chance opportunities.
And a timeout by Coach Jay Price. The minute 15 left to play in the ball game. We'll take a timeout. Carl Albert leading by 12 with a minute 15 left in the ball game on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Gordy Jones, Scott Cassidy on the camera at the Wildcat Athletic Center. Piedmont High School, the Carl Albert Titans are a minute 15 away from punching their ticket to the state tournament. They lead the Classen SAS Comets 69-57 in this winner-takes-all game. The winner goes to state tournament, and the loser season ends today. No one is fouled out,
right?
But
no.
Dalen Williamson for Classen SAS with 4 fouls. LeBron Royal with Carl Albert with 4 fouls. He's on the bench now, not in the game. And Austin Johnson, a jump ball called. Johnson takes the inbound pass, spins around, a hand gets on it. Possession arrow staying with Carl Albert. Two seconds come off the clock. Hawkins the inbound once again. He cannot run the baseline this time. And Johnson gets knocked out of bounds. The foul will get called, and Austin Johnson will have free throws. That foul's going on Pearson Van Landingham, his second personal foul.
Not a lot of fouls for Van Landingham, but good job throughout the evening.
Toonie Buys Houses free throws coming for Austin Johnson. Gordy, we've got a minute 11 left.
Right.
Not a lot of time left. Got to start thinking about player of the game for the Carl Albert Titans here.
Definitely.
Whataburger on Southeast 15th Street in Midwest City sponsoring our player of the game as Austin Johnson hits the first free throw.
I'll make sure and get down, get an interview with the coach and the player of the game. We might have a couple right now. We got our leading scorer at the moment, Jordan Hawkins, doing a really good job in this second half.
Hawkins with 3 dunks, leading scorer. He's had a ton of rebounds in this ball game as well.
Right. Got to mention LeBron Royal. Of course, the identity of the first half belongs to him. Putting Carl Albert on his back, doing a lot of damage. This game would not be in the same position without LeBron Royal.
Van Landingham misses a 3. Evan Gunn tries to save it. I thought he did a good job. He must have stepped on the baseline,
great job,
elevating to grab that ball. A minute 2 left, and it's a 14-point game, 71-57. Hawkins to inbound. You know, that's a role that often gets overlooked. The guy who's inbounding the ball.
Always.
Such an important job, man.
It is. You see it in, all facets of the game for all grades, from kindergarten all the way up into the pros. Got to have a person that's smart and makes good decisions on the passing end. We'll have another foul.
Dalen Van Landingham just fouled out of the basketball game. That's his 5th.
Good job this evening by Williamson. Of course, great shooter.
Did I say Dalen Van Landingham? Dalen Williamson, sorry.
I just realized, but good job again from this young man. Tough moves on the board, just a tough outing today. Doing everything he could to help the Comets out.
Rogers at the line shooting the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. He connects on the first. Elijah Matthews and Gibson Johnson take a seat. Darian Thomas, Jackson Webster, LeBron Royal.
Great outing by these young men today.
Rogers hits both free throws. Thomas comes in. Rogers will take a seat. Hawkins, Johnson, and Royal, the starters out on the court, along with Webster and Thomas. Under a minute left to play. Evan Gunn with the ball in his hands. Morales, boy, that's a long three. Shot no good. Van Landingham jumps up over bodies and tips that one out of bounds. Probably should have been called for a foul, but probably not going to get that call at this point in the ball game.
Yeah. It's kind of wrapping it up. Want to make smart decisions, but
Matthews, Gibson, Johnson, and Brandon Rogers coming back in. So this is your offensive set. The defensive set's going back to the bench. Hawkins inbounds to Matthews. Matthews splits defenders in the backcourt, and a quick foul call on Evan Gunn. Elijah Matthews going to the line to shoot the Toonie Buys Houses free throws. 46 seconds left in the game. This has been an all-around well-played game.
It has. It's been very enjoyable. All-around great game, Tracy, and you just said it. Carl Albert being very disciplined on the defensive end, not overly committing any fouls, getting themselves into foul trouble, utilizing each possession on the offensive end, especially in the second half, kind of buckling down, becoming a little bit more cautious and disciplined, taking advantage of all these opportunities, especially on those turnovers.
It doesn't have the excitement at the end of a 1 or 2 point ball game, but it had plenty of excitement during the game. And as I said, I just appreciate, the way you put it, the discipline by them, by the Titans and the Comets as well during the play of the ball game. 18-point lead now for the Titans. Dugas hands off to Gunn. Morales with it. He shoots another deep three. Boom! It's the Bobby Lewis Insurance three. We hadn't had one of those in a while. And a timeout's called on the court. We'll go ahead and give our thanks to Bobby Lewis Insurance. Surprisingly great rates, 2 locations to serve you. Choctaw, 405-281-6700. Del City at 405-670-3665. And we're going to take a break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
At Tommy's Express Car Wash, we know how to love your ride. Try the Works Wash with our signature 14-step cleaning process, engineered to shine and shield your car from the elements. From breaking down dirt and bugs with our Detox Pre-Wash to restoring your vehicle's finish with our ceramic body wax. Give your car the best with our Top Wash. Then complete the clean with free vacuums and mat washers. Download our app and get your first 30 days of the Works for free. Tommy's Express. Love your ride.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Gordy Jones. Carl Albert gets the ball into the front court. Austin Johnson is going to just push it up, and Carl Albert's going to hold the ball here at the end of the ball game. It's a 15-point lead for Carl Albert. Titans secure storage fourth period. Only 10 seconds left to play. Brandon Rogers is going to dribble it out, and the Titans are going to advance to the state tournament next week. Classen SAS finds their season coming to an end today. They had a good season, But it is the Carl Albert Titans with the victory today.
All right, I'm going to head down there and try to track the coach down and the player of the game, our Whataburger player of the game.
$75-60 the final score. Gordy Jones is headed down to the floor. He's going to interview Coach Jay Price and our player of the game, Jordan Hawkins. Player of the game brought to you by Whataburger, located on Southeast 15th Street. Build your Whata deal today at Whataburger with the new Big Ranch Wrap. Premium Whata chicken bites or the bacon cheese Whataburger Jr. Eat big for just a little, only at Whataburger. Of course, our banner sponsor has also, well, let's talk about our title sponsor, Coach Vic and Tony Johnson, Oklahoma High School girls. Between the lines, they deliver thoughtful analysis, in-depth conversations, and meaningful coverage of programs across the state. That is Oklahoma High School girls, Between the Lines. Gordy Jones down on the court, looking for Coach Jay Price and player of the game. Going to take a minute as the team is taking photos with their area runner-up plaque now, which means they advance to the state tournament. I want to thank Scott Cassidy for doing a great job on the camera and getting these good camera shots for you. Team that looks proud and should be proud of the job they've done this season. Coaching staff has done a phenomenal job. So Coach Kyle Richie and the Lady Titans earlier today punched their ticket to the state tournament, and Coach Jay Price and the Titans men's basketball team punched their ticket to the state tournament this evening. Jordan Hawkins, our leading scorer in the basketball game. 3 dunks, 2 alley-oops to Hawkins in the first half, and then a slam on a breakaway fast break in the second half with a defender on him. He threw that one down, brought a lot of energy to the gymnasium today. Gordy Jones is with Coach Jay Price, and so we're going to take a moment here to go over to Gordy as he interviews Coach Jay Price here at the end of the game. All right, Gordy does not have his microphone on, so we're going to have to come back to that in just a moment. I'll see if I can get Gordy's attention. All right, well, we're not going to get the interview with Coach Jay Price here. We'll see if we can get the interview with Jordan Hawkins in just a moment, our player of the game. Apologize for the audio challenge we're having right now, and we'll see if we can get that straightened out in just a moment. And I know Gordy's doing a great job of the interview on Coach Jay Price. I wish we had his words coming to us right now. The final score in this game, 75-60, the Carl Albert Titans win over. The scoreboard is down, so see if I can do something about this real quick as well. And Jordan Hawkins hanging on for an interview. We'll catch him in just a moment. Sad to see that we're not getting the interview with Coach Price here. Again, Carl Albert advancing to the state tournament, and we'll bring the bracket up real quick, take a look at it, see if we can get a feel for where the Carl Albert Titans. All right, see if I can get. I think we got the problem.
All right, Tracy.
All right, we missed that whole interview.
Had
Here
a
we
little
go.
bit of a technical difficulty.
Jordan Hawkins, congratulations again on this victory.
Thank you.
How do you feel right now?
I feel great. You know, we're back in the state tournament where we should be.
So you had a big impact on today's game. What would you say that was working for you the best?
I think getting to the rim, you know, shots weren't falling early. I can't get down on myself about that. You know, you got to find other ways to score, impact the game.
Coach Price had a lot of positive things to say about you just now over your overall growth. What would you feel that you've come away with the most from, you know, these last couple of years?
It's just confidence. You know, my freshman, sophomore year didn't play that much. Came back junior year with a new mentality, new mindset, and it's just worked for me for there.
So in a big game like tonight, Jordan, how does it feel to come away with a victory?
It feels great, you know. Going back to the state tournament, it feels great. It does. Yes, sir.
So what does your team have to do, Jordan, to keep the momentum going into this next ball game?
We got to keep our confidence up. Play together, play team ball. We can't get selfish on each other. That's not going to work for us.
I mean, you gave us some highlight dunks today, Jordan. I mean, you made the viewers, you know, happy by some of these plays tonight, and we just enjoyed the whole season of playing you. We can't look forward, you know, we can't wait to looking forward to seeing you in this next round. You are a Whataburger player of the game today, and congratulations. Appreciate you so much. All right, thank you. Back to you, Trace. Jordan.
All right, folks, Gordy Jones with the interview with Jordan Hawkins down on the court, our Whataburger player of the game, brought to you by Whataburger on Southeast 15th Street. Build your Whata deal today at Whataburger with the new Big Ranch Wrap, Premium Whata Chicken Bites, or the Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. Eat big for just a little, only at Whataburger. And, folks, again, we want to thank also our banner sponsor, Whataburger on Douglas Boulevard. Whataburger, again, the new Big Ranch Wrap, Premium Whata Chicken Bites, Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. Try one today. Whataburger on Douglas Boulevard, our banner sponsor for the game. Whataburger's all over Midwest City, sponsoring Carl Albert, Midwest City, and Del City Sports here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Folks, 75-60, the final score today. The Carl Albert Titans get the victory over the Classen SAS Comets. Next week on Thursday at the Lloyd Noble Center in OU's campus, the Lady Titans and the Titans both taking on the Hornets of Booker T. Washington.
Right.
And don't know the times on those games yet, but we know where and we know who.
It's going to be huge.
It's the big games, man.
Huge games, Tracy. Looking forward to it. Apologize for the sound.
Well, we missed the interview with Coach Price, and it looked like a great interview from here.
It was.
But we got it fixed for the interview with Jordan Hawkins.
Right.
And Hawkins, man, he's a well-spoken young man.
Tony Johnson there.
Yeah, appreciate Tony Johnson. And, hey, high school girls between the lines, man. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
All right.
We'll talk offline, though. We're going to bump this up even more.
All right.
Can't wait.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
Excited.
See if I can get Tony Johnson on VDOC Media at some point and do a little talk about, and we swap a little information. All right.
A lot of knowledge.
It's been a blast here today.
It's been a blast, Tracy.
Jordan Hawkins, player of the game. LeBron Royal had a monster first half. Kind of quiet in the second half.
Right.
Just doing his work, doing his job in the second half, right?
I mean, you can see the difference when you kind of keep yourself out of foul trouble, being able to stay in the game, making such an impact on the ball game. LeBron Royal has just made some tremendous steps and leaps throughout the season, of course, since he's been here, but tremendous help in the first half to the Carl Albert Titans and the rest of the, the seniors as well, just like Coach Price. We kind of touched on that. Just asking him a question about how he felt about the overall performance of some of these seniors, and they've just done a really good job throughout the season, especially tonight with the likes of Brandon Rogers, of course, LeBron Royal, and, of course, the player of the game, Jordan Hawkins.
Yeah, and what a blast being here with you.
Yes, you too, Tracy.
We've had fun together this year.
Always.
We've got a couple more games to do before it all comes to end for basketball season. Then, of course, we have spring sports with softball and baseball, and before you know it, it'll be football season again, man. So,
it goes quick.
Love some high school sports as the year just keeps. What's the songs that sing? Time keeps on ticking into the future, right?
Love it.
State tournament next week. It's going to be a blast. First round games will be at the Lloyd Noble Center. Actually, first and second round games at the Lloyd Noble Center on OU's campus. The championship games will be at the new OG&E Coliseum at the State Fairgrounds.
Yes, sir.
That's where they're playing state championship games in Class B1, B2, and A today. Most of those games have already completed, and so it is just playoff basketball time.
Right.
Folks, I want to thank you for being in our audience today. This has been a production of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the Oklahoma Sports Network's consent is prohibited. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be used without express written consent.